Hi guys, today is November the 28th, 2021. I need to apologize that I didn't update my video for a long time. That's because I was too busy. This summer was like crazy for me. So I just finished my second passive solar greenhouse. I think it's time for me to update the video. Um, I really wanted to film what I did while we were constructing it, but unfortunately I was just too busy to do that. um, so yeah, well, this is it. uh, the second passive solar is behind the first one. It's north of it, and because we are already done, we already finished the first one, and we got some experience, so we made some change for the second one. For example, the most obvious change is the top. So the top is now transparent. We replaced the insulated blankets on the top with plastic because we want more sunlight. And meanwhile, installing the insulated blankets on the top is very difficult. And it doesn't make sense because the heat will just go from the plastic in the front. So it makes no sense to install the insulated blankets on the top. And except this, we also did a lot of minor adjustment, minor changes. For example, we increased the width of the windows, yeah, and yeah, and some other small changes too. Okay, let me show you what I have inside the greenhouse. Now you see, everything is new, so it looks beautiful. New plastic, new wall, new machines. Uh, it looks beautiful. And actually, we finished this greenhouse yesterday, and we immediately moved all the chickens inside. And the chickens are very happy because they can enjoy the sunlight in winter. Now outside is pretty cold and snow, but inside you see it's dry and warm, so they can enjoy the sunlight, the sun in the daytime, and they can stay warm at night. Yeah, because we had the insulated blankets covered, right? And I want the chickens to eat the weeds and the grass here and fertilize the soil. And next spring, I will rototill the soil and transplant new tomatoes, melons, and start to grow. This year I have been really busy because I've been building this greenhouse uh, as well as 5 high tunnels. And let's go check out the high tunnels. In front of my first passive solar, we built 5 high tunnels. Usually, the high tunnels doesn't really work in this area because it's too cold and season is too short, just 3 months. But if you combine the high tunnels with passive solar, it works really well because we do the seedlings in the passive solar for 2 to 3 months, and we would transplant them in mid to late May. They were already more than 1 foot tall, maybe 2 feet. So this year we had a lot of tomatoes, cucumbers, pepper, eggplants, beans, everything. So many produces. And for example, the cherry tomatoes, we managed to harvest 6 to 7 trusses. Yeah, that's because first of all, we did the seedlings in the passive solar, and this year has been really warm. September was the temperature was very high, so we get a better result than we expected. Yeah, well, just combine passive solar with high tunnels, it'll work in this area. We just bought some more materials for one more insulated greenhouse from China. They just arrived earlier this month. Uh, it will be just high tunnel, but insulated with one layer of insulated blankets on the top. and we will roll up the both sides, roll up the blankets from both sides. So we will build it next year. I just want to show you the material. The insulated blankets is like perfect, very good material. Yeah. So this is one blanket, and on the top is tarp. It's waterproof, and there's some cloth after the top, the tarp. And this is foam, one layer of foam, and one layer of fabric, and another layer of foam, and the cloth. So this is very warm and very light. It's easier to install, and you can keep the whole greenhouse warm. So I will update the video after we finish installing it, and how it works, how it performs in early spring and late fall. Um, this greenhouse is much cheaper than the passive solar, but it's bigger. Actually, it's bigger than that because it's 12 meters wide. My passive solar is 10 meters wide, 10.5 meters wide, but because it's 2 layers, so inside is like just 8 meters, 8 or 9 meters. But this one, because just one layer, so it's 12 meters. And it's very cost effective, and I believe you just cannot grow it in winter, but you can extend the season a lot compared to the conventional high tunnels. Okay, thank you for watching. I will update the video after we finish this.